in my head for the rest of the day. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you for that.
So I'm telling you, the whole of yesterday, I don't know, it was just playing in my head the whole of last night.
Yes.
I was even telling one of our producers in the back over there, I was like, me personally, I'm the worst person to argue with.
Right.
Because you'll be trying to make a point, and I'm like a golden retriever. I'm just like,
Oh, that happens to me a lot. I think, like I told you, I think me and you have like some form of ADHD, like from the musical aspect. Because like literally, I could be listening to you and I'm thinking about the episode of Riverdale that I watched yesterday. Like literally, my mind just wanders off. But it's a nice place to be in.
It is.
Because you don't take things too seriously.
It is. But the best thing is not to take life too seriously.
Yes.
Man.
If you've just tuned in, this is the Breakfast Jam with me, Myra Maloba, and we also have in studio
the hotel from Nairobi.
Now you've forgotten your name now again. It's the life of the party.
Oh yes. Oh my goodness. Yes, it's Friday morning and I have the life of the party.
The life of the party has just stepped into studio, and of course he's the ultimate storyteller. Of course, whenever I don't know what's going on in the world, Yanni, he's the guy who plugs me full condition.
Man.
And we are also live, apart from our website, that's www.echoradio.co.ke. We're live on TikTok right now. Things have been nice, steady, heating up. Guys have been sending in their requests, and they're coming up just in a little bit. A listener asked for earlier to do like a Kenya versus Tanzania kind of vibe.
Oui.
This morning. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When I was saying the biggest export.
Yeah. Right now, we have joined the same WhatsApp group.
Man.
So we're being attacked by one president.
Man. It's very, very sad. As you know, even like you were mentioning, even I also have friends and family over there.
Right.
I know a teacher who's in Tanzania. So when the news came out that a Kenyan teacher sadly let's say it as it is. He was sadly killed in Tanzania.
Oh my gosh, that happened.
Yeah. So even like literally I had to call my friend and I was like, yeah, imagine.
Oh.
So it's very scary out there right now. But my friend was telling me things are slowly going back to normal.
Okay.
So which we thank God for. But still, it's a very tricky situation. In fact, a lot of people have, spoken out against the fraudulent elections.
Right.
But of course, sadly, we still have some of our African leaders like, big ups. How many did you get down? Only. I can do at least 60 in a day. Yeah, sadly.
We were crying over the hundreds.
Man.
And in TZ, it was said to be going into the thousands.
Yeah.
That's brutality. And then guys are still like, it doesn't matter whether she's a human being. Okay, let's get that straight. She doesn't represent womanhood in terms of her decisions or whatever. She just is a person.
Yeah.
Who has decided they want to hold on to power.
Yes.
Period. She's a human being.
Man, and it's sad. But anyway, I was even talking to a friend of mine currently who's in the States, and he's been lucky enough to be able to, attend meetings, town halls, go see some museums and everything.
Right.
And he was telling me like the way you see founding fathers from the movies and the TV shows and America is built on, he's like, bro, it's all a lie. These people were all trash. Democracy is built on trash. And and it's even sad when now you see what even happens. Because I mean, again, it's not perfect. I don't think there's any system in the world that is 100% perfect.
No.
But like the fact that the world, we are built on either monarchies or democracy.
Right.
And that was now introduced by now George Washington, and him being the first president in the world, like what he set up as the standards for even people having only 2 terms in power and everything.
Right.
He could have decided to be a dictator, and that's what we would have known as democracy.
Right.
But yeah, so now even setting up that, so even that's why Trump running for his 3rd term was highly contested against. It's because the standards that they were built on. But
the way things are looking, it's not going to happen. The Democrats are taking the day. They're whooping in the elections right now.
And speaking of which, currently New York, the richest city in the world, is run by a Muslim Indian that was born in Uganda.
Hey,
Imagine.
Sebo.
Imagine.
I'm a proud Ugandan. Okay? I'm a proud Ugandan and Kenyan. So it's a very proud moment for me.
Hey.
It is so phenomenal. And not only that, he's an artist.
He's a former rapper. Yeah, he's a former rapper. So
Things are made of these.
yeah, and I think they're gonna make a lot of progress.
Right.
So of course, he's received a lot of backlash, especially from the Republican side. Even guys like Donald Trump have outright spoken against him, saying, "If we're gonna have a communist in this country, screw that. We're gonna fight against him. Na 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 na. We're not gonna stand for that." He's a socialist, outspoken.
Right.
I don't think he's a communist.
I don't think he's a communist. I don't
Yeah.
think communists still exist. With the world the way it has changed. It's still left to be questioned.
Yeah, maybe it will fall under Marxism nowadays. But yeah, so he says he's spoken out against for example the war on Gaza and everything.
Right.
Donald Trump, he didn't tweet. I don't know what they call it, Truth Social.
He truthed. Yeah, he truthed.
The Donald Trump truth. And after what's his name? Zohan?
Yeah, Zohan Mahmoudi.
Yes,
Yeah.
Zohan Mahmoudi. After it was official that he had won the...
No, not Zohan. Zohan is the character in the movie. Zoran.
Zohan, yeah. No. Zohan, yes.
Zohan is...
The Adam Sandler character.
Yeah, the barber.
Yeah,
Zoran.
that was a legendary movie. But yeah,
Right.
so Zohan... after he was, it was official and he was, sworn in as the official mayor of New York,
Right.
Donald Trump tweeted, "And it begins." So it begins. And so, of course, he's received a lot of backlash as somebody who's openly spoken out against Israel and what the Palestine war, and spoken out on the Palestinian side as a Muslim. He has openly also mentioned that if Netanyahu, Bibi, if you're a freak, who steps foot in New York, he will be arrested and tried as a war criminal. And this is also very tricky as, again, Trump, after going to Israel a few weeks ago and, finally signing the treaty,
they're still bombing, but anyway.
Yeah, but both sides have come out saying they're still committed to the peace treaty, even though there still has been aggression by a certain side.
Yes. Israel.
So he has openly spoken out against Israel. And like I had said, he has said that if Netanyahu comes into New York City, that hosts the UN, I don't know what to call it, not the building, but the UN assembly itself.
Right.
And they're supposed to be having the meeting. I don't know if it already happened, but they're supposed to be having the meeting coming up. And he has said that, if Netanyahu steps foot in New York, then he is going to be tried. He's going to be arrested and tried as a war criminal.
Okay.
And this is also very interesting because New York City has the highest number of Jewish community outside of Israel itself.
Right.
So you can imagine it's a very
he's rocking the boat.
Yeah.
He's rocking the boat, and I like it.
Man, but
like it.
And I think what happened there, and I say this luckily America is America. As much as things don't work as perfectly over there as we would like to believe, they still have legitimate system set up. So a lot of young people went to the polling stations last minute,
Right.
within the days of voting, literally 7 p.m. over there. Guys are bet, let's go and vote for this guy.
Right.
And we've always been talking about, especially right now, we're always telling guys before 2027 reaches and everybody's now it's time to get my voter's card. And I was making a joke, I think it was yesterday or the day before, with one of my guests over there riding shotgun. We'll see you later. But I was telling him that now what's going to happen, and sadly hopefully here in Kenya, is that when everybody's it's time to get our voters card in 2027 and guys are rushing to sign up, IEBC is going to be whoops, system's crashed, guys.
Right.
Oh, it seems that you guys can't vote now. And so sadly, I hope that doesn't happen. So that's why we're always encouraging guys. Even as we went as a whole squad to go and get it.
Good.
Exactly.
We need your pictures. Send us your pictures so that we can put them on social.
We're releasing. Trust you me. This week we're releasing them.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
But
yes, get your voters card.
Exactly. So yeah. So even how he won is that a lot of youth
Right.
went out last minute. You know, the Gen Z went out last minute to go and like place their votes.
Right.
Which is good because he did end up winning, but it's also worrying the fact that around the world we are waiting for last minute.
We are.
Man.
But now sticking to politics from around the world,
Yeah.
we also have, you know that the new president for Mexico is a woman.
Japan also has their first female prime minister.
Right.
Yeah.
So women are rising in positions of leadership.
Namibia also, but they've had their
They've had, yes. So women are leading, they're rising to positions of leadership, but it's like the patriarchy forgets that they are leaders.
Yeah.
So yesterday, a video came out of the Mexican president. She was doing her rounds, talking to the people, meet the people tour. And a random guy comes behind her, literally reaches his hand around her, kisses her on the cheek, then proceeds to try and grope her in full view of everyone.
Bruv, where is the security?
That was a question for everyone. Where is your security? They came up literally while his hands were already almost cuffing her breast. It was so bad. It was so bad. And then what's worse is what always happens. She had to go in front of the world and explain herself. Yeah, this is what happened, but we have to arrest this guy. He's in. Why would she have to really have to tell the story again?
Let me know, like in such, he should be publicly flogged.
It was so, can you imagine?
That guy needs to be flogged.
People need to look at this. It's not just like, oh, she's just a woman. Yeah, imagine that happening to your sister, to your mother, in full view of everyone. It has to be a problem for everyone.
Hey, that's a whooping.
Yes,
whooping.
And for her to have to again go in front of the world and have to explain recount what happened to her, that she was violated, is another violation in itself. As
Fact. No. That guy needs to be taken through the streets and publicly flogged.
And the security together with him, tied together.
Man, exactly. Especially like, brother, this is your job. Where were you?
One job.
Exactly.
One job.
Man.
Protect. And you were standing by, like for him to get that close, for him to put his hand around. Act 2, kiss on the cheek. Act 3, grow. Come on.
No.
Come on.
Yeah.
One adds too many.
Genuinely, no.
So, yes.
No, they need to be held accountable for that.
100%.
But honestly...
Let's stop with this narrative of she's a woman. Because
and
there's reasoning for all of it.
I had mentioned, I think, last week, after Trump signed the treaty and he invited a lot of the world leaders to join them in Egypt for the signing and the celebration of the peace treaty. I had mentioned, Trump had that Donald Trump praise as he's almost 80 years old right now. And he sounded exactly like Bill Clinton. I mean, of course, shout out the OG, first black president. But... Yeah, Bill Clinton. Of course, we all know Bill Clinton from the Monica Lewinsky scandal.
Right.
And sadly for Monica Lewinsky, I don't think she'll ever live that down. At all.
But she evidence. That evidence of hers. Yeah, it's a tough one.
But yeah, so Trump turned around during his speech, and he was like, and in America, if you say beautiful, you're gonna, it's a very tricky situation. You can't call women beautiful right now, but I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna risk it. So where is she? And he's talking about the prime minister, if I'm not wrong, of Spain.
Oh my God.
And he's like, you can't call people beautiful right now. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Yeah. And you don't mind being called beautiful, do you?
Oh my God.
And I was like, my
You see, that's the problem of putting 80-year-old people into power.
Oh my guy, man. But there's a statement. This came out from the No Kings protest.
Right.
And somebody was like, if you elect a rapist into power, expect to get...
To be honest, listen, this guy was over here talking about, grabbing women by the pinyadas. As in, it's like, this is the person you're putting into power and you're trying to reason with him. You're trying to reason with his way of thinking.
Yeah.
Like, you get what you vote for.
Man, sadly. I don't know if you saw, though, but the BBC is now in trouble because they during Trump's speech, I can't remember if it was his inauguration speech or which speech it was.
Yeah.
They edited it and released it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is footage that was at least an hour apart. And it was Trump saying that we're gonna march on the Capitol.
Yeah.
And patriotically support the congressmen and women.
Right.
But the edit that the BBC released was, we're going to march on the Capitol and we're going to fight. And so it was making it look like Trump was encouraging people to march on the Capitol, and that's what incited the January 6th protests.
Right.
Not protests, riots
Right,
inside
yes.
the Capitol.
Right.
And so right now they're in a lot of hot water. And this is something I was discussing yesterday on Riding Shotgun. And I was saying the BBC is the second most trusted news source by Americans.
100%.
And guess what the first one is? I'm sure you wouldn't guess, but guess what the
I
first one
can't
is?
guess.
The Weather Channel.
Really?
Imagine. But it makes sense.
It does.
Like, yeah, who
You don't need to tell us how it is.
Exactly.
I think I should start a weather channel.
You know? Slowly.
That's good ratings.
Yeah, like genuinely, but it's because you can't lie about the weather.
Yeah.
You look outside the window, and right now it's sunny at 59 degrees, and it makes sense. Like
Yes.
it makes sense why the Weather Channel is the most trusted.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the BBC right now is under fire because of that, and yeah, it's sad. I mean, it's sad because like we all, like a lot of us, especially like BBC Africa Eye, has done a lot of exposés, even here in Kenya, that has brought a lot of things to light.
Right.
One, there was, of course, our protest in town last year, July, which they covered and released an entire mini documentary, not mini documentary,
Yeah.
but documentary.
Yeah.
There was also the most recent one done about, the child abuse,
Right.
and how the selling, the basically slavery it is slavery at
Yes.
that point.
Trafficking and
Exactly.
Yes.
Documentary done also, like they have done a lot of great work
Yes, they have.
here in Africa as well. Like they are very, very, like the institution itself, the BBC,
They have done a great
You know,
investigative work. Fantastic.
incredible journalism
Yes.
throughout the years.
How do you have known about the tea farm
Oh,
scandal if
my
it wasn't for
goodness.
them
Yeah, like
and the trafficking ring in Kenya?
like these are like those are stories that we hear as rumors,
Right.
but their journalists actually went to the ground and were able to do those exposés,
Right.
and they have brought a lot to light. So now seeing this, like it's honestly a very, very tricky situation, because this is an institution who you trust and rely on for the news, but now you have a point where, like, of course, a lot of people don't like Donald Trump. Like that's
That's a given.
yeah, it's no secret. But for a journal, like an institution like that, for them to be altering and to be purposely like showing the side they're supporting, it's giving African news.
It's there'll still be individuals who still believe in hierarchies and believe in supremacy. Okay, whichever way you look at it.
Yeah.
And you can't really get rid of them. I think until these generations are moved past, like I think moving into past alphas, that's when we'll start seeing a
Man.
difference.
Hopefully. But I think even like by the time we get to Gen Alpha, I think we'll be seeing a lot of change, because already in Gen Z, call it ignorance, call it collaboration, but we're already seeing less tribalism. We still do have it.
Yeah.
And I guess that's just the institutions that we have been built on, but it's slowly getting rid of it. We're slowly getting rid of it,
I can't wait.
Yeah, and so I think like by the time now it gets to now Gen Alpha, there'll be a lot less of it. And now, as you're saying, hopefully as we continue, like it'll be such, people are going to eventually become one color.
Yeah, exactly. Eventually. They're just all
And
one color, one people.
Man.
Like people would say it. But in the meantime, you gotta stand up. We
Yeah.
have our person in power. In New York.
in New York, the richest city in the world.
Ain't nothing better, man.
Man, that is
In fact,
incredible.
East Africa stand up.
Yeah, man, it's incredible. It's incredible. Pray for Tanzania, as we will always mention, until things get back to normal. But we will never, that will never be normal.
Right.
And I think we should never, normalize such things.
Right.
Even here in Kenya, as they say, we have this habit of forgetting very quickly. We need to make sure such things are not normalized.
100%.
And a few years ago, Obama, I was seeing this on the Ikonini podcast, shout out Africa. But there was a video they played of Obama talking at the Mandela Foundation. Can't remember which year this was, but this was years ago, maybe even like past a decade, because this is, I believe, when he was still president.
Yes.
And he was talking about how we can't pretend that democracies that exist on, and he said it to the letter. It's as if he had the foresight.
Right.
And it's like he was literally calling out the Tanzanian current president, Samia Suluhu Hassan. But he's like, he was calling her out. And he says that we can't pretend that countries that hold democracies and hold elections where the opposition is jailed and somebody wins, or where people are persecuted for freedom of speech, we can't call that democracy. And it's it's something that has aged so well.
Yeah.
Because that's a situation that we're seeing currently across the border. This is something that's currently happening in East Africa.
Right.
We're not going to talk about the other countries that it's happening in. Even here in the East African community, it's still happening. But it was something that it's a speech that has aged perfectly, because it's as if he called her out personally and was saying what you are doing here, this is a sham democracy.
It is.
Yeah.
100%. And hopefully the pressure will be, because ICC now is on her and they've started investigations. Larry Madour is over there asking for clips from, journalists.
Yeah.
I hope with that, now she will begin to see this is serious business. You can't just take lives of people and you're here to serve them.
Man.
Period.
I think so. I think, when it gets to the point of the ICC, and I think this is the beauty about, it's the sad thing and the beauty about, wait, let me just say three things as we get to the top of the hour, 10 a.m. over here. But three things. One, the fact that what these institutions do is that they will collect evidence against you. They will let you do whatever you want. They will collect all the evidence against you. And when they have enough, that is when you will be called in front of the Hague and you will be tried, Sadly, over here in Kenya, we do have people that have been taken there, and, sadly, all the witnesses
came back.
Magically, all the witnesses magically disappeared.
Yeah.
Maybe it's that quarry that we are hearing about, River Yala. But yeah, and so they will build up evidence against you and then persecute you. Like currently, Netanyahu is actually wanted by the ICC as a war criminal.
Right.
I've forgotten the name of the leader of Hamas as well. But he also was put out. They also do have, I'm not sure if it's a warrant or what you would call it.
Even Kony from Uganda.
Yeah, Joseph Kony. They do have, I don't think, Kony hasn't been found yet.
No.
But yeah, he was
but
doing...
39 charges against him.
Oh my goodness. But he was doing all sorts of crazy things, wearing a buibui to be able to pass across borders. Hopefully he will be found and tried. But yeah, so they will build up the case against you. They will make sure that what they are putting in front of you is legitimate.
Right.
The case they will have against you is most of the time
ironclad. Right.
So one, they are going to build the case against her, and also there are also other African leaders that we're hearing rumors about the ICC also having them on their list. And so they're going to build up a case against her. And I'm guessing everything that comes out of Tanzania, we saw the Standard newspaper on the front cover in red. Again, when the Standard goes back to the regular cover, that's when we know the world is at peace.
Right.
But until then, they had the bodies in black and white.
If the time I was watching you and you were talking about, I think it was on Monday.
Yeah.
I literally had balancing tears. I was actually in an event, but I wasn't getting into what you were talking. And then when you read their headline, my heart sank.
Genuinely, it is disheartening. Even me personally, I was somebody who, as my beliefs, I don't like viewing bodies, even at funerals. You can be the closest person to me. Let me preserve your memory as it was. I will not view bodies. But I saw some of the footage coming out of Tanzania. and like the uncensored one. And my goodness,
Yeah.
it is disheartening.
Right, Boniface
The
Mwangi did not.
bodies in the street.
Right.
It is disheartening. The bullet holes in the people. Man,
It's tough.
is disheartening.
It's tough.
But yeah, so one, the ICC is going to build a case against her, and I'm guessing hopefully it's going to be ironclad, and hopefully she will be taken and tried. Two is that now what the interesting thing is, and I heard this just at the kiosk downstairs the other day, and somebody was saying, and this was like, just that street wisdom, like the most random people can drop the most interesting bars.
Right.
And this guy said that one of the problems that we have as a world is that these white people, and this is exactly what he said, white people have built these jails like the ICC that basically looks better than any dorm room you'll find in a university here in Kenya. These jails are built for their puppets so that once they're done playing what they need to do and doing whatever they need to do, you can take them to a place that at least they're comfortable and you will deal with them as you see fit. But this person played you basically, they're puppets, let's be honest. At the end of the day, a lot of our African leaders are puppets to the states at large, be it the West, be it the East. They control and they have a lot of power.
And now they're saying the UAE is also over there joining the WhatsApp group.
Scramble for Africa back again, part 2,
Right.
And so it's sad, but like that random statement was like, I was like, bro, I was like, those are bars.
Right.
I was like, what? And this is somebody who I was just going to the kiosk. I can't remember what I was. I think I was going to buy juice or something. But I was like, what?
Because everybody has a point of view, and the point of view most of the time for a lot of people is actually right.
Yeah.
Speaking of point of views, let me give a big shout out to the guys who are tuning in. Solo, icon to the world. Yes, absolutely. Big shout out to you, Solo. Thank you so much for being here with us. Davey, your song is coming. Tulia, my friend. Tulia, utaisikia tukua ready. Inakuja tu sai. And then we also have Angel sending in her requests, and she sent quite a few. Hey, they are many.
Shout out to you. We highly appreciate all the people sending in music, sending in voice. We highly appreciate.
But one thing she sent one for Diamond and said before he insulted Tanzanians for not working. Well, yes, Tanzania is not feeling their guy right now.
Didn't he come to Kenya?
Yes, he's in Mombasa.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's gone back, but apparently he's in Mombasa.
Yeah,
So
one export. What did we say?
Let me tell you. Anyway, so she sent in a playlist. She's asked for the producers play them according to the order that have been sent in. So please play them in order. Of course, after the other requests, they're saying playing the playlist is courtesy of Admission Office Loyal Fans. Keep it locked. Oh, thank you so much. They said they have a challenge where different officers are sending in their playlists, and we want to see which office rocks. So for now, we have from the admissions office down at the Technical University of Kenya. Mnalipwa soon. Money is coming. Cash money is raining on you. So it's a good day to be alive. A good day to be with us here on the Breakfast Jam.
Actually, yeah. Let me tell you, I love that. All your officers, guys, if you're listening, I personally will drag people out of here. If your office playlist is fire, we will come to you.
I like that.
Yeah, we will come to you. And if you can host us in your office, I personally, and then let me not call out everybody.
Yes.
But me personally, I will drag people to your office and we will play those bangers and we will be there on location.
I like that. Office invasion. So invite us to your offices. We'll come through.
Exactly.
If your playlist wins for the week, we are coming through and we'll be doing our show live from your office.
Yeah.
Love it. Office invasion coming up next.
Make your Friday morning just a little bit better.
A little bit better.
Radio.
There we go. But for now, we're playing your requests. Stick it. Keep it right here. Don't stick it. Keep it right here on the Breakfast Jam, where it's all about your requests. It's an All Requests Friday with me, Myra Maloba, and
from Nairobi.
Let's go.
Follow me on TikTok.
We are back with the Breakfast Jam this morning. And of course, we are still taking in your requests. We have the what?
The life of the party.
The life of the party. The life of the party stepping into the building.
Man.
And of course, giving us stories for the morning. And we also have your requests. And there are quite a few are going through. But thank you so much for being here with us. And of course, starting the office words. We're looking forward to it.
Man.
And like we said, whoever wins the office war, we're going to do an office invasion. Eh?
Man, we will be there front and center.
Hey. So if you're a beverage company, you're a breakfast company, please accompany us.
Atakama, even if you're teachers, you will come to the office.
We would love to have you on board.
Man.
And we were having music from our requests. We had Milele with Gilad. We had Sumba with Burna Boy. And we are back to our Kenya versus Tanzania playoff. Although we've been here a lot of Tanzania, but of course we're standing with our brothers. You know, we don't like mandamano, my people. Stop putting on us.
Exactly. you think we want to go to the streets?
But stop putting on us. We don't like it. We play your music. We're peaceful, okay?
Man, hey.
So aptly so, we're listening to Nakaya Mr. Politician, Diamond Bagala. Hey, Diamond is under siege, under siege. And Power by Mboso. The time we did the Sevens, the kids area, there's some kids from Nakuru who sang this song. As in, like, we even forgot about the lyrics because they talk about I'm living a kunywa beer, but we forgot about because of how good they were singing. They were there so much in the zone and singing along to the music. We were like, yes. But yes, we are playing in your request. So we still have music coming in from Boomba Clan. Guys, the last time I had those people. And of course, Nameless, Pilipili, Django from Obsessions. We have a lot of music coming in, courtesy of your requests this morning.
Hey.
Our producer, I hear there's a bit of an echo on that end. Please look out for that. Mr. Producer Tafadhali. People are saying there's a bit of an echo on the live, so please look out for that. All right. Jaggy.
Yes.
What else is going on in the world? Give us the news.
Man, I have a very interesting update over here. Remember, a few weeks ago, we were talking about this case of a young man, who was sexually assaulted by two streamers.
Who's that?
You don't remember? We were talking about this a few weeks ago. A few weeks ago.
Listen, I'm mommy brain, okay? All right, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
You know, I was thinking male streamers, but it's female streamers. Yes.
Right. You see?
Yes, my mind went there. Yes, 100%. Yes.
And you see, now that's the sad thing. Whenever you think of assault in the sexual sense, it automatically goes to men.
But you can't blame me.
And no, we cannot blame you for a fact. Stereotypes come up for a reason. But like, again, as we were saying, imagine roles reversed, and this is like ridiculous. Roles reversed, that guy would be in jail. Like right now, those guys would be sitting in a cell waiting for a court.
Maybe not, because there's some who have gotten away with a lot of crazy stuff. Other than Didi just didn't put there. But everybody else has gotten away with it. So a lot of people have gotten away with it.
Man, a lot. Yes. For a fact. And it's definitely sad.
Especially here in Kenya.
Man. Hey, yo.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's not even start on that. The history of such things is dark and sad.
Exactly.
But, so she came out, her name is Nina Lynn, and she came out with a statement. And guys have had a lot of opinions about this statement. And again, no charges were pressed against her. I mean, she's a woman. So no charges were pressed against her. And she's basically getting off scot-free.
I don't think it's because she's a woman. Everything depends on evidence and what's presented. Again,
they have the video.
It could still, again, according to maybe how they investigate, say it's circumstantial. Again, we didn't see the straddling or what. Again, the law works the way the law works, unfortunately.
Now, you see, and again, yes. But you see, now the sad thing is that, like, I don't know, like, if it was guys, bro, the accusation of Oh, they were strangling her, throwing her around, holding her inappropriately.
But that's
Brother.
what women go through. Burden of proof. That's why they're told don't shower after this has happened, blah, blah, blah. Burden of proof, unfortunately, is with the victim. Unfortunately. So it's a good lesson for people to understand.
Bah.
Even for the mandem.
Hey, bah.
Yeah. Because again, like I told you, even with the Mexican president, the burden of proof laid with her, and she had to explain her ordeal and declare that the guy was arrested.
Hey, Bana. Yeah, it's sad.
It is.
Sad.
But I'm not trying to create comparisons here. Go ahead.
But yeah, so she came up with a statement, and guys had a lot of opinions about this because the statement that she made was, again, if a guy came out and said this, we would be burning him at the stake. Him and his family right now would be under the utmost persecution and scrutiny. So she says, and I quote, this is the statement she released. I want to start off by saying my actions and words are inexcusable and I am in no way defending them. I will not deflect from my wrongdoings, but I will speak my truth. As there has been many clips circulating and spreading false and skewed narratives. Again, this is not a situation like with the BBC and Donald Trump. These are clips from the actual stream. Nothing has been edited here. I wanted to take some time and compose myself and reflect before releasing my apology. First and foremost, the comments I made about the situation with Said, the plaintiff, well, not plaintiff because again, no charges were pressed. Again, the worst she's getting is being banned from Twitch. First and foremost, the comments I made about the situation with Said, or is it Said, were completely misunderstood by the public, and I regret not choosing my words carefully. It is never embarrassing. It is never embarrassing to be harmed or to speak out about it ever. What I intended on expressing is, I think indubitably, okay, now the problem here, sadly, I don't have, the statement over here is a bit blocked off.
Okay.
But it's, was expressing is that it's incredibly inconsiderate to bring up a friend's trauma in a joking matter and weaponize it against someone else on a huge platform that, okay, I can't get the rest of this, but yeah, and that the traumatized person was harmed, as that the opinion that matters. I can't get the full thing over here, sadly.
Clearly.
Yeah. It's being blocked.
So context, you're right?
Not exactly censored, but it's blocked. Let me see if I can find
context. She did come out and do a video, and it was very insensitive. She was like, "Yeah, shout out!" Like she has a very deep voice. Deeper than mine.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. Yeah, we weren't exactly, but yeah, shout out to his followers who stand 10 toes deep with him. And like, it was so insensitive.
Yeah. Okay. So I found it. I don't think this is the full one, but I found a bit more of it. And so she basically says, bringing up, let me just start from the last sentence, which is what I intended on expressing is that it's incredibly inconsiderate to bring up a friend's trauma in a joking manner and weaponize it against someone else on a huge platform. In regards to Toast, I was also out of line, although I did not move the massage therapist out of the way like he described. I asked for permission from Toast before he laid down, and I still shouldn't have been so comfortable. Yeah.
Who's Toast?
Toast is the guy they assaulted.
Said.
No, Said. I think Said is what, like, the way you say plaintiff. I think she meant Said.
He's called Sayyid. I remember at least that bit.
Yeah, so she even spelled that wrong. She literally said Said.
This woman is not anywhere near apologetic. And she's probably has the same reasoning, but he's a guy. Why would he feel anything? That kind of situation, right? And again, it's being that thing of victim blaming and being apologetic more towards the perpetrators. And at
Mm.
the end, you keep on comparing it to women, but that's what women go through a lot.
Yeah, I think the comparison is mainly because I think people would have taken it more seriously if it was a woman.
Mm.
But I hope it's not coming across as I don't acknowledge that now for women, this is a daily struggle. This is, I mean, for guys as well. Me personally, I have stories. I know boys of mine who can also give stories.
Yeah, that guys just not, guys just don't talk about it, which is sad.
Yeah, fact. I mean, because nobody's willing to listen. If I come and start talking about, oh yeah, I was groped the other day, I'm like,
I would be willing to listen.
you one.
Yeah,
we have one.
I'm a boy mom, of course.
Exactly.
I want my kids to be able to do the same.
Like, yeah, I would like, yeah, niggas, we go through a lot. Now, of course, there's that thing of even just like, you're a man, bro. So, I mean, again, like now, within open spaces amongst other men, like, yeah, we will chat about it, but it's not a thing that we will come and talk about openly.
It's weird because I think it came up yesterday weirdly. I don't know what was the context, but it came up yesterday about, assault, especially on a male person. And I asked, would you be offended if, a lady came and, groped you? Because I was talking about the Mexican thing, the Mexican president. And I was like, as in like you guys get groped as you're inappropriately touched.
Man.
How do you feel about it? Like, well, as in, because he was, trying to say like, if I was her, I would have hit the guy. I'm like, but the problem is, you don't know how to react at that particular time. And like when you saw the video, she was kind of like smiling while facing the guy who, assaulted her. But that's because she was having cameras on her. She was having the public on her.
No, of
a lot of people don't know how to react. Doesn't mean she liked it. Yeah. And I asked this guy, I was like, how would you feel? What would you, if it's a woman, I still have the principle of, don't hit a woman. But if it was a man, I'd be swinging. So you should do the same, swing on a man. I'm like, but
no, you see,
your mind is going through so much. It's so many emotions at the same time.
Yeah, it is. It's a very awkward situation.
Yeah, there is no rhyme or reason.
But I'd also say, you see now, especially like for her, as somebody, one, as you're saying, in the public eye, two, as somebody in power. In fact, like we all say, like when Will Smith walked up to Chris Rock and smacked him, keep my wife's name out your mouth, bruv. The fact that Chris Rock just, okay, that just happened. Instead of giving him a 1-2 even him, right? Right. But now it becomes a thing of like realistic situation. Like you see, even like with Toast Said. If he decided like, he's been groped, gives the shorty the 1-2 piece, it would become now a situation of, he wasn't assaulted, he beat a woman.
Right.
Guys would forget about, he was inappropriately touched.
Right.
And that was just his body's reaction to, just that scare. But, guys would forget that and be like, no, bro, he 2-pieced that shorty. Why?
I would say, and I think I tell my kids, even when it comes to girl bullies, if she bullies you, hit her back, man. Because at the end of the day, yes, she's a woman, but why was she putting her hands on you to begin with?
Oh, yeah, fact.
Yeah, if she was a girl, why was she putting her hands? At the end of the day, you're a human being who gets hurt. You're the one's going to be stuck with the bills, okay? So if a girl is bullying you, don't take it.
Amen.
At the same time, if you're being inappropriately and you feel like your space is being invaded, maybe don't use violence, fine.
Yeah.
But make it be clearly known. Because even you saw it for Said when in that video, even him was laughing, he was being very nervous, playing it off. But he felt his space was invaded at that time.
Yeah. I think it's always going to be a very sensitive subject. That's undeniable.
Right.
But yeah, I always say like like one of these this guy, I don't know if you know this guy. He became viral for Game is Game. So he just says the most out of pocket stuff.
Right.
So one of the most recent ones I saw, there's somebody who's now taking all his clips from his streams and stuff, and they just play them in public. Like, so now it was like in a train or like on a public bus, and they just play his clips. So the most recent one I saw that killed me, he was like, how to deal with an abusive woman. Because my mama raised me on the principle that I should never hit a woman, but she never told those women not to hit me.
It's a bit skewed. It's a bit skewed. Even me, as in like I stand for women's rights so hard. But at the same time, I don't see my boys violated.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm gonna go ham on someone.
Exactly.
Yes, you and your children, I'll go ham on you. Okay.
I always say that luckily for me, I have enough female friends that I would never hit a woman, but I'll make the call.
Yes.
I got the people,
Call Suki and them.
Exactly.
Yes.
I got the people willing to lay hands.
Exactly.
Me personally, I would never put hands on you, but I'll make the call.
Right. So other than that, when I was talking about also invasion of space, I was talking about the story of Ida Odinga and she was swerving, and when we did it, I'll show you the video later. Seemingly was going in for a hug. Ida was not reciprocating that hug. She didn't even. She was like stoic. Her hands were by her side, and then after that, when he still goes in for the hug, grabs her by the waist, and then starts gyrating a little bit, and like Ida was just like she was not there. Literally took her hands at some point now when it was becoming too much, and like literally just pushed her off. Politely pushed her off her. And outside this, I started this stream by saying, "Read the room, read the room." Even if you've been buddy with somebody, and somebody is mourning, read the room. Keep up private spaces. Know when you are invited in and when you're not.
Hey, yo, Kwanzaa, I think, in my younger days, I remember, okay, but like, even like things of, we'd be hanging out and like, for example, if you're comfortable with somebody, especially now, like when it comes to women, like if I'm comfortable with you, there may be things like I would come and like poke you, or like the way we hug each other is different from somebody now. Like another homie could come and do the same thing, and we're like, brother, you're not invited into my space like that. And it's genuinely like it's a very interesting thing, and it's a very because like somebody can get offended. Like I can come and say hi to you, and I come and give you a big hug, and because that's the relationship we have. And the person next to you, I come and maybe give them a side hug or give them a handshake, and it's just a thing of like the boundaries that you have to make with people.
Boundaries. It happened to me during sevens. I was over there tending to people, blah blah blah. Then some guy comes and hugged me out of the blue, so I was caught off guard. So I stood there as he gave me this hug, and I'm trying, like, do I know this guy? Because, in our profession, we meet a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people. And then, after that encounter, he tried to do it again. And I literally just stepped back. I'm like, and I asked him, who are you? Why do you keep trying to hug me? And he did it again at night. He tried to do it again at night. This time now I was with Tesh. I went behind Tesh and I was like, tell this guy to bounce. He's invading my space. And guys were checking and I'm like, it's all funny. He keeps coming into my space and trying to hug me.
Man,
it's
like,
annoying.
Not even just annoying, like even just that, I think even like it takes a mental toll on you. Like you're like, bruh, I want to be me, enjoy myself. What are you doing?
Why are you in my personal space?
Man.
Anyway.
But actually, I hope we still have a bit of time.
One more story, and then we finish off with people's requests.
All right.
Okay.
So the last one I have over here, and I'm guessing as somebody who's married, I want your opinion on this. So recently, JD Vance, I don't know where they were. I don't know what was happening, but Erica Kirk was introduced JD Vance. I think it was at a Charlie Kirk rally or memorial or something. But Erica Kirk introduced JD Vance and was like, yeah, amazing guy, this and this. And when I was hyping the guy up. And then when he walks on stage, they had what people are saying is a very intimate hug. She has her hand on the back of his neck. He's grabbing her waist. And so this brought up, in fact, let me see if I can find the photo so I can show you. But this brought up like a lot of situation like, well, one.
I believe because I started doing that with Trump. Anyway. She was way too close to the guy doing a speech.
So yeah, so it's been a very interesting.
First, can I give my opinion?
Yeah,
First of all, Erica Kirk I find her to be such an actress.
yeah.
I find her to be even when she was reading her speech um, uh, about her husband,
Yeah.
she do all these dramatic poses and then go, and then continue to read. And then a tear would somehow, try to find
Make
its
it
way. So
right.
she's blinking hard. So it comes out like she was so performative. When it came to talking about her husband, it did not seem genuine at all.
Yeah.
She was very performative. And
Yeah.
then does the same thing on stage. Like when Trump now introduces her, and I think, I don't know the word, I don't know if they're doing a moment of silence.
Yeah.
She goes and touches Trump around the arm and like leans onto him.
Allah.
And I'm like, this is a whole president. Like, he might be somebody people don't like, but at the end of the day, he's still a president and he's given this power as a president and
Not
that
even
respect
just
as the
a
president.
married man.
Hey, married. Okay, that's here and over there.
Yeah.
Even she doesn't know that they're married.
Release the file.
Apart from when they stand together, they're just like, oh yeah, he's my husband. But yeah, as in like, for Erica, she's not been, as in like a what is termed as a dutiful wife in conventional terms. Like she crosses boundaries. So when it's with JD Vance, because as much as he might come off the way he comes off, and we may not like him, he's a good-looking guy, very nice eyes, So it's very possible. Yes.
Yeah,
this is. I believe it even when you told me this.
Yeah.
She is not like, this is her, and this is my opinion again.
Yeah.
Opinions are like armpits. Everyone has
Of
one.
course.
But I feel like this is her 30 minutes of fame, and she's milking it for everything it's worth.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. I think she's enjoying her moment in the spotlight because she's
not grieving with her. Look at her and Ida. There's a very big difference. Yes,
that is very
big
true,
difference,
man. But actually, now what you said over there, being a dutiful wife. Recently, what is her name? I don't know. It's not. I forgot. It's not Chrissy. I've forgotten her name. But what's her name? It's really bugging me. Steph Curry's wife.
Okay. Mrs. Curry.
Yes, Mrs. Curry was on a podcast recently. I can't remember whose podcast it was, but she was on a podcast recently saying about how she never wanted to get married to Steph Curry. Man, let me finish the story first. But so she was talking about how, she had never planned to be a wife and a mother. She was always like a career person. She always, everybody has their own dreams. And that one I can't deny of her. And I'm like, oh yeah, of course you had your own dreams and aspirations. But she just seemed to come off like as she was just chatting shite. Pure SHAIT. And it's because she was saying about how when we first got together, because we've been together for the longest time, and she was saying how when we first got together, I didn't know he wanted to be a professional basketballer. I always thought he wanted to just be a high school basketball coach. His father is also a legendary NBA player.
Wow.
What do you mean he wasn't going to go into this line of work?
Right. And succeed.
And get up there as almost as one of the GOATs.
Right.
Man, like, yo. So, and she was talking about how she had already, she had obviously had her own vision for her life and everything she wanted to do. She wanted to, again, still be in the public spotlight. I think she wanted to be an actress, if I'm not wrong, which is something that she still can pursue. She is ridiculously famous. Her husband is ridiculously famous. She can still pursue her own career and everything.
Right.
Of course, she definitely took some time off to be, the wife and the mother, because we also can't diminish her role as Steph Curry's wife.
Right.
Like even the fact that her title is Steph Curry's wife shows that she had to take a backseat to support somebody else, for a fact.
Right.
But this is just coming now across as one, ungrateful, she's not appreciating her husband. I saw the way your eye twitched over there, but hold on.
What is she being grateful for? Anyway,
It's no, because there are also now clips of her being on other podcasts and TV shows talking about like, just talking down on her husband, being like how releasing even private messages, if talking about his fetishes.
Married?
Imagine talking about, oh yeah, he likes it when I send him pictures of my feet, even to go as much as showing the chat of her texting him.
Wait, which podcast are these ones?
Wow, gosh. One of them was The View. Now on The View, they had a male model come out to, I can't remember what the segment was.
Yeah.
But they had a male model come out, and you see her playing with her ring, insinuating she's taking it off too.
Oh, that's horrible.
Exactly. And I mean, one instance like that, the joke of, oh, there's a fine guy, taking off the ring. It's a joke. We can get, of course,
oh
we can
God,
get.
She's horrible.
But you're doing that 3-4 times. They're like, oh man.
No,
Exactly.
she's horrible. No, she's a horrible person. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She might be disgruntled. She might be in a messed up space. But don't unclothe or uncloak your marriage.
Man,
because it doesn't make you look better than him.
Exactly.
It makes you both look bad.
Man. So yeah, she had been, in a bit of hot water because of now that,
Yeah.
And
that's horrible. She's called Aisha Curry.
Yeah, Aisha Curry, yes.
Oh, she's horrible.
Yeah.
If that's the story, then she's horrible.
Yeah.
Yes, you do take a back seat a lot of the time, or you decide to take on your career and take it on for it. Either way, they're both extremes.
Yeah, I think, of course, and again, not to sound like a performative male over here, even though I paid this description 100%, but for a fact, 99% of the time, women are the ones who play the supporting role. They're the ones,
right?
I can't remember which movie it was, but the neck. The man them can be the head of the house, but that's the neck, the one that controls.
She does everything.
Exactly, supports the head to make sure moving it left and right. But and there are very few instances where a guy is the one who has to be that level of supportive to a woman taking up, her role. There are a few instances where we've seen it, in a lot of especially female celebrities, Tiana Taylor, for example, Kiki Palmer as well, But again, they still, at the end of the day, will have to be mothers.
Right.
That's not the role. They can't be yes, I will still be a strong woman in my career and everything and be the representative that I have to be. But at the end of the day, that baby, they still have to be the mother to that child.
Right.
And it's not they'll give it to the person and be yeah, bet you take care of this, I'll be back.
It's a life-changing decision.
So it's now one of those ones of okay, I bet, but you still took up the role of having to be his wife.
She did.
Yeah.
She did. And with that, whether you describe, because marriage is hard, okay? And I was watching Shaq talking about, he was almost tearful. It was literally tearful, talking about how he missed a lot of birthdays. He missed a lot of anniversaries, a lot of things with his family that he can't take back because of his career. And that's what happens to a lot of basketball people.
Yeah.
It does. And their wives end up sometimes getting frustrated. And sometimes, yes, shifting the ring, sometimes looking at the other way. It happens. So there needs to be understanding from both sides.
Yeah.
The man, yes, is providing and giving the riches or whatever.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, she's not going to sleep next to a bundle of money and think what for that. Exactly. She can't cuddle with that.
Man.
She can't cuddle with the diamonds, right? And you can't bear her soul to, the jet plane that she's in. There has to be understanding, and that's why things like counseling are very, very important. Even if you're having them monthly or twice a month, so that everybody relays their expectations and then try to meet each other halfway. Yes, she's disgruntled, and yes, she's in an unhappy place. She shouldn't have done that.
Yeah,
she shouldn't have done that.
Laundry
she shouldn't have done. Because at the end of the day, the internet never forgets that she has children.
Exactly.
But at the same time, this is a cry for help. Steph Curry needs to do something. Stephen, do something. Your wife she is in turmoil, okay? is as much as she's doing something wrong,
Man,
this is a cry for help.
yeah.
So do something about it.
Man, I always say, I think for me, one of the, well, not scared. I think for me, one of the things that I always say I would look for is a realistic relationship. You know, I accept that we're not always going to be happy. We can have the fights and everything. I'm looking for that realistic, where we fight. And I was talking to your in-law. Shout out to who went by Seth when he was here. I need to get back to him on an email, actually, by the way. Wow.
Okay.
But yeah, and we were talking about it, and we were saying like, he was telling me, and I had a very amazing, I wish he was here for longer. I had a very amazing conversation with him and our man at the back over there, Jimmy the beat maker with the vault. And they were telling me, as men who have been married and divorced, and at that point, I was in a relationship and I was in love. I was in love. As somebody who, the ex whose friends I met, that one, I was in love.
Okay.
But I was having a very interesting conversation with them, and we were just like discussing like relationships. And Seth was telling me about how he had been married and divorced and now remarried. And one of the things he was saying, like, when they would fight, because fights are definitely going to happen because you're two different people. And situations are definitely going to come up where you don't see eye to eye. But he would say that, one, don't say anything that you would want to take back, because you're gonna be here tomorrow and I'm gonna be here tomorrow, and we're gonna still want to see each other and look at each other. So don't say anything that you'd ever want to take back, because you're not gonna be able to take it back because you've already said it. And I think that was one of the most interesting. Like, the entire conversation was just eye-opening for me as a young male myself. But I was like just the wisdom these men were dropping on me. I was like, wow.
The thing is,
Wow.
the most you want to make it authentic and realistic. The most realistic thing you can do is express your expectations and allow her to do the same thing, and therefore you're able to live together with the knowledge of each other's expectations. You might not meet it 100%, but you will not pass over a certain line because you know exactly what they expect of you.
Exactly.
Always communicate your expectations.
Man, definitely.
And with that being said, people expect to hear the request. So thank you so much, Jack. It's always great having the conversation here with you. I always talk to myself, so having you here in studio is great. So I don't think I'm going crazy. And of course, the stories are always banging. Can't wait to have you in studio again. Of course, we look out for Riding Shotgun. Plug it, please.
Later today, you will find me. I'm hoping to have also somebody in studio with me, so I don't just talk to the camera so much. But yeah, Riding Shotgun, you know how we do. We like to hear stories from you, Nairobi. We're going to be with you like your last hour in the office. The 9 to 5, we're going to be there from 4 to 6. So 4 to 5, we're going to be over there, just a bit of a catch up, see what's happening around in the city. It's always 5 o'clock somewhere and 6 o'clock.
There we go.
We're going to be having good vibes.
Awesome stuff. So look out for Riding Shotgun. That's going to be happening between 4 and 6 p.m. But for now, enjoy amazing music only on Icon Radio #1. It's Tim and Plug. Have a fantastic, safe, and responsible weekend ahead. Can't wait to have you guys back with us next week. Have a good one, guys. See ya. And follow Njagi on TikTok.
Yes, follow me on TikTok.